okay, Nazamil?
Has he always been your pet?
We've been together for years now. But he's more like family than a pet.
Family.
Hey, isn't that what we're looking for?
Oh, wait! It's right here.
What's this thing?
Well, that's strange. I wasn't expecting us to find a teleporter while looking for ingredients.
I wonder where it leads.
Regrettably, it looks like this one's target coordinates were never set. Until someone enters a destination, it's useless.
It's weird to find a teleporter out on its own like this.
Nazumi, everything okay? What is that? Some kind of decoration?
Looks like a Danin relic. This is a land full of ruins, so it's not at all unusual.
That looks familiar for some reason. I'm sure I've seen it before. That's right! It's a good luck charm! I saw an illustration in an old book once.
Does it have some kind of special power?
Nah, nothing like that. This is the sort of thing you give to your family, or someone special, so you can feel connected with them, no matter how far apart you may be.
I guess the way people express their feelings is the same now as it was back then.
I don't need it. I don't have anyone like that.
Well, in that case, can I hold on to it then?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay. Why don't we head for the campsite and start cooking?
We've got all the ingredients, so now it's time to show everyone what I can do.
Isn't this exciting, Nazamil?
Huh?
This time of night ever makes me feel so alive.
What goes on inside that head?
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
I'm stuffed. It's nice eating with everyone like this, don't you think?
Indeed. It feels so liberating to relax under this beautiful sky. Moments like these are priceless.
Especially given how much you've been cooped up in your office lately. You've earned a break.
Hey, you okay? You don't look too good. Are you feeling sick?
I'm fine. It's just that it's a little uncomfortable. I've almost never eaten with others.
Oh, because both Danins and Renins... Well, what about your family?
I don't know anything about my mother. I've never met her.
What about your father?
My father would only visit when he needed me for something. And when he did, he would yell and beat me. The other members of my house did the same.
What?
So no, we didn't share meals.
Well then, I guess that makes us the first.
Huh?
Let me tell you a secret. You see, when you eat with people you're close to, it always makes food taste that much better.
Why is that?
That's a good question.
I suppose it's because when we share the same food, we're also sharing the joy of it.
Not only that, conversations are more lively when you're eating good food, too.
Food tastes better when it's shared.
There's more to a meal than simply filling your stomach. And knowing that is part of what motivates people to cook a good meal.
The food was really good.
Let's eat together again, okay?
Our bellies are full? So now let's burn off those calories by finding the mausoleum!
Take this seriously, would you? Nazmiel's going to get tired of your stupid jokes.
Jeez, I wasn't even joking. You know, there's something about Nazamiel that reminds me of Dohalim. She's...
Elegant.
Yes, exactly!
My family was strict about manners.
No surprise there. Your father being a lord. Law, you can be so insensitive sometimes.
I don't mind. My house is gone now anyway.
That was back on Lenegus, right? When did you come down to Dana?
When my father joined the crown contest as a lord, we came down together.
Oh yeah, Ganeth Harrows, right? But didn't Voron...
Why are you asking anyway?
Why? The more we know about each other, the quicker we can become friends, right?
Is that how all of you became friends?
I suppose so. Getting to know each other is an important step in learning to understand one another. It can be difficult to trust a stranger, but once you understand them better, you can move toward becoming friends. Still, why don't we change the topic to something more cheerful?
I don't know any cheerful topics.
What's this thing?
Little help! Not on my watch! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
I noticed while we were eating that you have really good table manners, Nazamiel.
Is that something you were taught on Lenegus?
Yes, I had to memorize everything. I'd get hit if I made a mistake. Can I ask you something?
Of course. Ask us anything.
What I am. It doesn't bother you at all?
What, the thing about your parents? I mean, sure, it was a little surprising, but we're not really ones to talk when it comes to being unusual.
He's right. We are a rather strange group, all things told.
Exactly. For example, I'm Danon. But I'm also part of a mage clan that can use astral arts.
Dohalim here is a Renan lord who prefers poetry over power.
So, is that why you're with the Blazing Sword? With Alphen? Because you're different from others?
I suppose I appreciate how he embraces our eclectic natures. But that is not the only reason. We all have our differences, big or small. The question is, how we look at those differences.
What about Alphen and Shion?
In terms of different, those two are in a class all of their own. They're especially unique. But in the end, we see each other as fellow human beings. And when it comes down to it, all our differences are insignificant compared to that.
In other words, the way we see it, you're really not that different from the rest of us, Nazamiel. So I'm sure we can be friends.
Friends? Yeah.
That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy. That thing looks like trouble.
Quite. I doubt we'd fare well against it.
People lived here long ago.
What's wrong?
Having someone to share my thoughts with is strange.
Here it is. Dayfon was right.
This is a mausoleum?
Yeah, that's what we call them. They were originally built on Rena.
And now they're here, since Dana and Rena fused together a year ago. Most of them are underground, but sometimes you can find one above the surface, like this.
We got back together so we could deal with them.
We don't know what kind of machines or Zoogles might be inside. Make sure you stay close to us.
Okay, got it.
It doesn't look like anyone's gone up ahead.
Then let's go. Stay close to us, Nazamil.
Walking together like this, it's like we're back in the old days.
The old days? It's only been a year.
But after the battle with the Great Spirit, so many things have happened. A lot has changed.
Great Spirit. Is it true it's the collective will that manifests from all the astral energy within a world?
Yes. Rena's Great Spirit manifested a will of its own and engineered the conflict between Dana and Rena. Together, we fought it 1 year ago.
In the end, Alphen's power defeated the Great Spirit, allowing its astral energy to finally become one with Dana's. And now, with the Great Spirit no longer influencing the Renan people, our two cultures finally have a chance to unite as well.
So all of that is something that the Blazing Sword... that Alphen did? He's the reason the world is the way it is now?
I mean, he's the one who did it, but it's more like it's this way because it was always supposed to be. The problem is, instead of seeing this as a new world, both Danans and Renans think that Dana just absorbed Rena into itself.
I mean, that is what it looks like, so I get the confusion. Rena disappears, then there's all these Renan buildings popping up everywhere, hollowing, and that sky.
It's a difficult situation. The Renans lost their home when Lenegus collapsed, and the Danans feel like they're being invaded by all the resulting refugees. Most Renans are currently living in Pelegion, but there are some who have traveled outside Ganath Haros to settle in other regions and Danan cities. In some cases, like in Niez, accepting them in has resulted in tensions. And then the mausoleums are a problem as well.
Guess the only thing that hasn't changed is the wandering Zeugles.
Even Zeugles aren't the same. They're more violent than before, probably due to the merging of the worlds.
As you can see, we still have a lot of issues to deal with, but we're trying to solve them as best we can.
I see.
It's kind of hard to walk when things are all slanted like this.
This whole section seems to be tilted. Though it's not clear if it's because of the convergence, or if it was... damaged from the start.
I hope it's only this room. It'll be tough if it's like this the whole way.
Don't wander off ahead of the group, Nazamil.
Right. I got it.
I guess she's not scared. And here I thought that Zeugle in the outer mausoleum was pretty rare. Alvin! What happened? You're pretty
Not
rusty.
today! Sorry, it's my fault. Shion should be able to fix me up in no time, though.
Oh, so that's
Come
how
and
it
face
is.
me!
I guess when you're fighting together, you really rely on Shion,
Charge
huh?
like, yeah. I kinda
Not
let my
much longer
guard
to
down
go.
on you. Come on, one final push!
Let's do this together, Alvin.
Sonic Thrust! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Well, looks like there's nothing wrong with my equipment. That's a relief.
Alphen always acts like that when it comes to weapons and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Huh? What? How do I act?
In In a sense, it is fortunate this place cannot be destroyed using our current technology.
Indeed. Considering the amount of advanced technology within these mausoleums, many would want a piece of it for themselves.
I'm still not used to these Helganquil structures.
Helganquil?
Yes, the true natives of the planet Rena. The ones who built all this.
We got some good equipment!
You know, Nazamil sure is fearless.
Now that you mention it, she is, isn't she? Maybe she's stronger than she looks.
Can I ask you something?
You don't have to ask that every time. What is it?
What kind of place is this mausoleum?
Well, it seems like it was originally supposed to help delay the collapse of Rena by controlling astral energy. But it's still operating, and that's not good.
Astral energy in this world is now composed of 6 elements, after Rena and Dana became one.
Just like it was supposed to be from the very beginning.
But before they merged, Dana had only 5 elements. Currently, the balance of energy is still shifting to achieve equilibrium. We believe these mausoleums are interfering with the flow of astral energy, preventing that balance. So we decided it's better to disable them.
So having 6 elements is normal?
Right. But something went wrong a long time ago, and they were divided. Rena got all the dark astral energy, and Dana got the light.
When I was small, my father told me that I have all 6 elements, so it was my duty to master them.
Undoubtedly, it's due to you having both Renan and Danan blood. In a way, you're a herald of a new era. Is something wrong?
No. For a moment, I was just worried you were going to say something like, "What a fascinating specimen." Sorry.
Ah, and here I thought I was getting better at reading the room.
Anyway, this new world of ours needs all 6 elements in proper balance. So we're shutting down the mausoleums to help that happen.
So 6 elements are part of a new era. I never thought of it like that before.
Renan and Danan, all 6 elements. Nazamil contains everything of this world inside her.
Now that our worlds have become one, it might not be such a rare thing in the future.
It is certainly possible. Perhaps someday those of us with only 5 elements will be seen as the old generation.
What a strange place. It's unlike any Renan or Danan structures I've seen before. Are they all like this?
We've seen a few of them, and I'd say they're mostly like this, yes.
Do you know a lot about architecture, Nazamil?
No. Was that an odd thing to ask?
Not at all. It just means you're perceptive.
You're alert and paying attention to your surroundings. That's a good thing.
Yeah. And being curious is how you learn things. Speaking of which, I'm very curious about you.
Because I'm different?
Because you're interesting. And I want to get to know you, Nazamil.
You do?
We all do. Personally, I look forward to hearing more of what you have to say.
I'll try to think of something.
like some solid equipment.
Having everyone together like this makes me feel like we're back in the old days.
The old days? It hasn't been that long, has it? Although, I'm glad to hear that what you consider the old days is the present day here with us.
You look like you're having a hard time.
I'm a little out of shape. I haven't left the library much recently.
Guess I misread the landing.
My word. This must be the work of Providence.
What now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
I feel like there's something really important on the other side of that door.
How do you know that?
It's just something you sort of pick up. The design of the door, I guess?
In other words, it's nothing more than a hunch.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Illuminate the dark!
You're mine! I'll finish you here and now! Flyers!
Leave the enemy arc to
No
me. Let a
further.
marksman handle it.
No complaints here! All yours!
Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down!
Confiscate!
Here I come!
Lightning condemned!
Pierce through!
Thunder blade! One more time! You know, Law.
In an instant! Impact block! More Sukos?
Keep calm and take them down! These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Eat them!
Thunder peel! You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Do it!
Here I look over.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you.
Blow away! Raining slash!
Hydration more!
As usual, it's full of machines that do who knows what.
They're productions of foreign technology, every one of them. Trying to divine their purpose would be a fool's errand.
recommend against touching them, Nazamil. Nazamil?
A crest?
Nazamil, is that?
No, it's not what you think.
She vanished! Nazamil! Wait! Nazamil! Where are you?
A crest appears, then she disappears. Just who the hell is she?
We can discuss that later. First, we need to find her.